Hello again. We're still in Larchmont. We're indoors today because it's actually almost too hot outside and lots of people outside, lots of noise. So maybe we get some peace and quiet in here. We are in the Willamette Valley in Oregon today. This is by our friend Mo Ayoub. It's called Memoir. I did also taste a 2017 bottle of Memoir. I just realized I have not put it up on the channel, so I'm going to publish both. Maybe there's some comparison there. So Memoir is Mo's kind of, if you want to call it this way, entry level. Because, there's nothing entry level with Mo because he doesn't make the kind of quantities that allows him to have like a really cheap price. But anyway, this is, a $40 bottle, whatever. So like, I know it sounds kind of expensive, but that's entry level. It's very, very good. It's consistently good year in, year out. And this is not associated with any particular vineyard. It's really a blend that he makes out of the vineyards that he has and some of the ones he has access to. And, he sort of makes it every year in a way that gives him consistency and gives him a good quality wine every year. The notion of memoir, memoir is, memories. And basically, it's a way for him to pay homage to his family, his roots, his history in Lebanon. Each year is a different label. He's had pictures of his class when he was like 13, in school. He's got pictures of his mother, his father, his family. This is his brother who passed away, I think, last year, tragically. So again, it has a real meaningful sort of emotional sense to him. Anyway, here's the 2019. So this is the latest. It came out not long ago, probably less than a year ago. He does bottle these wines very quickly. The color is interesting. I don't know if you can see that, but it's really more on the sort of light purple side. So you got a lot of that purple. It's not very alcoholic. It's less than 13%, and very clear. Light, which is sort of interesting for a Pinot, I think. It's not quite as dark as a Syrah, but it's got a little bit of that purple tinge to it. On the nose, the funny thing, the first thing I got when I opened the bottle, I just opened it, is really bread, which basically I think is some sort of yeast. That's what you get, the bread making smell. But not a bad yeast, just kind of fresh bread. Sort of interesting. You read about that a lot in people commenting on wine, but I haven't really experienced that myself that many times. Anyway, so a little bit of bread, a little bit of yeast, I guess, but not a bad, yeast can be bad. This is really more bread. The fruit is starting to come out. You can start smelling, the fruit and a little bit of that sort of orange peel or cherry, slightly tangy on the nose, but it's really getting deeper and deeper. I think now I'm getting a little bit more of the sort of raspberry. It's getting the raspberry, blackberry notes of the wine. It is a young wine, but it's going to be good, and it's supposed to be good right away. Still a little bit bitter on opening, but I think it's because I just opened it. I really think, I'm going out and taking it to dinner, so I didn't want to open it hours in advance. But the nose is amazing and, very promising. The palate is still opening up. It's got sort of this kind of sleepiness, I would say. It's like, hey, don't wake me up too quickly kind of thing, where the wine is just a little bit dull. The finish starts bringing up some notes, which is kind of interesting because you think you'd feel them before. But the primary taste right now is really alcohol in the mouth. and a little bit of that sort of sharp fruit that you get in a really young, Burgundy or Côte d'Or. So I'm gonna make more comments in the notes, after we drink it with dinner. We see if it opens up, and so I encourage you to also read my comments on the video, not only what I'm experiencing here with this, because I have expectations that this wine would be as good as each other memoir I've had. It's just that I can't really see it right now. It seems to be asleep. The nose is getting there, but the mouth not quite. I also encourage you, if you have not, to watch the other video on the 2017 memoir. Cheers, and see you soon.